I think it would be fun for us to add a score. So maybe there's something that our sprite needs to collect in the maze to give us a score at the end of the game. Not only do we win the game, but we can have some kind of score. So in order for that to happen, we need it to be a tile block. So we're going to add it into our tile map artwork. So I want you to click on here on your tile map, and we need to add some special tiles for the sprite to collect. Just one kind will do. And this time you're going to make your own. So instead of in gallery, we're going to go over here to my tiles, and you're going to create your own tile. I've created this one, a fish, because my sprite is a cat. It makes sense for my cat to eat fish. And I'm going to place fish throughout the maze in places that, might not be usually visited because they're kind of out of the way. But I'll put a couple along the way as well. Maybe one down here to tempt them to go down. And I'm going to click done. So you create your artwork by clicking on the plus. You create your artwork here, click done, and then you can choose it and place it into your tile map. Click done. Now we have those fish throughout the maze. See them there? But we need to add a code to say what happens when the sprite overlaps those special tile blocks. We need a different one. So it's similar to the end game. We need another one of those. So on sprite kind of player overlaps at location, we're going to have this. Always have the end game at the very end. And we're going to choose the tile, which will be the fish. Now we need to think, what will happen? Oh, that's right, we said it was going to add a point. So let's go to info and grab change score by 1. So you're going to add a point. Let's see if... the points are kind of out of control. We need to control this. So the way to do it is we need to set that this is only going to increase by 1. So we need one of those set blocks. Let's go to scene. And we need to set. And now this is a bit strange, so you're going to have to trust me on this. We're going to need to change the code slightly. So we're going to use this one here, down in tile map operations. We're going to get one of these set column row. I know it doesn't make sense right now, but let's grab this, put it here. Make sure you put it in the right one. So it's the on sprite kind of player overlaps the thing that's going to give them points. And set, we don't change this, leave this blank, because what we're saying is we're going to have this overlap and it's going to control that it will only be 1. But we don't want it column and row because we don't have just one thing. That's actually setting one location only. We want it to be wherever that tile block is, it will add a point. So what we need to do is a little tricky thing. We're going to hack the code slightly. This is hacking. We're going to grab this location and we're going to drag it, we're making a duplicate, and put it over the top of the tile map row column. So now it says on sprite kind of player overlaps the prize at location, and we're setting it to just increase by 1 each time it hits those tile maps, wherever they are located. Let's see. See? Oops, I keep dying. Hang on. 1, 2. Now we've controlled it. Now we've controlled our code. Let's go down. Oh, I want that one as well. And doodle-doo-doo-doo, and it says new best score. I got 4 points and I won. But the game's a bit quiet. When I play arcade games, part of the fun is it makes these cool noises. So I think we need to add sounds into all these actions. You could have a soundtrack that plays for the entire game if you wish, but I just like the certain actions to have sounds. So what I'm going to do is whenever the player collects the fish, I'm going to add a sound, not a song, or will be there forever and our timer will run out. Just a sound. It's going to play a sound every time I get the fish, change the score and play a sound, and it could be ba-bing. Oh, I'm just going to make sure these don't overlap. Ba-bing could be, or you can click on that box and change it. So because it's a good thing, I'm going to say, all right, it's going to be zap. Let's see what the zap sounds like. Oh, that kind of sounded weird. I did not like that zap. Let's change it. Let's change it to pew pew. Okay, refresh. That's good.